Welcome back everyone to the SimZone. We have got round 2 of the IMB Racewear GT3 Championship, and this time we're out at Spa. We're at Spa for the Next Level Racing Championship for round 1. Last week here for round 1 we were at the Circuit of the Americas, where we saw Adam, who's currently sat in P2, take quite an easy win. He pulled a huge lead and was absolutely untouchable, but this time looks like he's got a bit of a challenge. We've currently got Mullard on provisional pole. Just 700ths separating Mullard and Adam here. In fact, Mullard is currently 3/10 up. Now, Mullard used to race on console with us on PS4 on ACC actually, but ever since we moved to PC, well, moved to PS5, he's moved to PC, and he's doing quite well actually at the moment. Currently sitting on a provisional pole, but looks like Doctor now is going to cross the line, and he's going to go on provisional pole. 2:16.9 to the first 2:16 in this qualifying session. TractionDave optimism as well. I believe it did start fast. But Mullard going to round the final corner here, 10th up, so he's lost a couple tenths on this lap. 3/10 up now. It's going to be quite close between the top two as he crosses the line. 600ths separating the top two as Mullard crosses the line. I think there's definitely more time in that for him. But there we go. The top two both into the 2:16s, 2:16.9s actually, both of the top two. The only two into the 2:16s at the moment. Tarek Adam currently P3 there in the Porsche. In 2:17.2 for him. There we go, we got his livery showing now, but doesn't look like he's on a lap at the moment. I believe this is his out lap, so we'll be start. There we go, you can see him setting himself up for a hot lap here, but let's go on board with him actually for this lap. I can barely hear anything with how loud that Porsche is. Exiting turn 1 La Source. It's a long run down towards Rouge and Radio, and it's so important to get a really good exit out of the first corner. Otherwise you're going to lose time all the way through Rouge and towards the Kemmel Straight. It's all flat up until this heavy braking zone here. You can see there, I think that's Adam just changing his brake bias there. You could see him in the car doing exactly that. It's quite a heavy braking zone, so he would have maybe moved it towards the rear a bit more. Using all of the track at the moment, and he is 2/10 up this lap currently. Now this long right-hander and up towards No Name. Staying in third, early on the power. You can hear him off the throttle for quite a while, letting the car coast. But he is a 10th up. Zdetsky in P4 is actually 4/10 up, but that could put him on provisional pole. But we're going to stick with Adam for this lap of Spa. Now using all of the curve before we get to this right-hander. This is flat out as well. Bit of a slight bit of oversteer there for Adam to get the car turned in, but I don't think it's helped him that much. He has definitely lost some time. Now going through Blanchimont here, flat out once again. This whole most of sector 3 all flat out until we reach this heavy braking zone for the bus stop chicane. This is where you can find so much time by being really late in the brakes and trailing the brakes through the corner as well. And it's 4/10 up, no, 3/10 up. No, he's lost 2/10 on the exit, has Adam, so it's not going to be pole for him, but still P3 does improve. Now we were looking at Zdetsky, but I think he's actually invalidated this lap, so he's just going to set himself up. It's going to be close actually. I think he might have one more. Yeah, he should have one more run after this, but it's going to be very, very close. I think there's about a second or two if he does this lap. And he crosses the line. It'll be a second or two to complete another lap. But he's 2 tenths up already, exiting La Source. So this might be quite a good lap here for Wozdecki. 3 tenths up at the moment now, coming through Eau Rouge. Let's see. We've got Hammerbow up 4 tenths as well. He's still pretty early on in this lap into Sector 2. Vassallo now into the pits. Martin Bryant currently in P17. There, 3 tenths up. There we go. Now we've got the fitted UK Motorsport liveries up as well. There'll be quite a few yellow cars we'll be seeing out on track, just like last time round at Kota. Wozdecki though, still 3 tenths up on this lap. Is it going to be enough? Oh, has he invalidated? No, he hasn't. It's still within track limits there. Looked like it was just out, but he was pretty lucky, I think, to keep it just within. Going up towards No Name now. 3 tenths up still. Utilising every inch of the track here is Wozdecki. Now Hoorn. You can see here a car looking super stable. Doctor now 2 tenths up on this lap currently. Where is he on track? Doctor's in the number 6 car, which I believe he's going through a Rouge. Yeah, he's going through a Rouge and ready on now. So he's only just started a lap. But Wozdecki definitely one to watch out for in this quality session. In fact, Malili now 2 tenths up. It's going to be out to the wire, I think, in this qualifying session between the top 4, top 5. They're all going to be extremely close, I think. Looks like Adam, yellow flags are out for Adam. I think he may have just slowed down or may have returned to the pits. Nope, still out on track. But Wozdecki 2 tenths up now through Blanchimont, coming up towards the bus stop chicane. Can he find any more time here? Let's see, late on the brakes. See, that's trailing the brakes into the corner. 3 tenths up, 4 tenths up on the power now. And he's 3 tenths up, but it's not going to be enough as he crosses the line. And no, looks like he lost a bit on the exit as well. But he has just made it across the line in time to start another lap here. Let's see what he can do. Doctor now 2 tenths up on this lap. Looks like Malili in the pits. No improvement there from him. Doctor, interestingly, not using a lot of the exit through Hoorn. He was up on his time. But no, it doesn't look like there will be any improvement just yet. Ulrich now currently in P7, 3 tenths up. He had not the best start last time out at Kota. We saw him making his way back through the field though, having some battles with the majority of the field. I believe he was stuck behind Van Horn for a while as well last round, but he's 3 tenths up. 3 tenths up could possibly put him possibly P4. It's going to be close though. I think he's a bit more than 3 tenths. But let's see what you can do. Doesn't look like anyone else is up for an improvement at the moment. Actually, Adam is 2 tenths up. Where is Adam on track? Still got a bit of the lap to go. Ulrich rounds the final corner, 4 tenths up as he exits the final corner. Where is this going to put him? Crosses the line. No, it's only P5. It looks like he lost it on the exit once again. And Adam, we're going to wait till he crosses the line before we finish this qualifying session. This could definitely be a pole for Adam. Everyone else sat in the pits now, so they're going to be waiting for Adam to finish this lap. We've got one more car, the number 52 car, out on track, but Adam's going to cross the line. He's going to put it on pole here. By how much? We're going to have to get rid of that that graphic. Hold on just a moment. Really annoying that ACC does that, but there we go. Adam puts it on pole by nearly a 1/10 there. 2:16.785. Doctor in P2 and Malili in P3. There we have it. Your top 3 in this qualifying session, separated by 2 tenths. But we'll be back for the start of the race in just a couple of minutes, so make sure to stick with us. Right, so we are onto the formation lap now, and it is 10 p.m. here, almost 11 p.m. actually, here at Spa for this race. We're going to get through a quick grid walk with all the drivers that are out on track, and while we do that, we're going to sort out the driver of the day voting, which we may have up. I think there is a bit of an error with the voting, so we'll have to see if that does work or not, but we'll go through the grid walk, and while we've got the grid walk up, I'm going to go through the comments as well. So let's have a look at some of the comments we've got coming through. So we've got Pete Bibb, good to see you. Lord Proth saying everything all, no, evening all. Alright, that's a typo. We've got Lapria saying SimZone loves Belgium. We've got Stove Clip saying wishing everyone a great race. Let's hope it'll be exciting. Yeah, let's hope. It should be a good race, this one. Especially with how close the top three are looking. Adam might have a bit more on his hands to deal with this time round, rather than running away with the race. You've got Contentnow saying, "Someone tell me to stop eating this shortbread." Oh yeah, I love shortbread. It is absolutely amazing. We've got Super Studio. Oh, Super Stu. Oh, I'm not going to read that, but Super Stu saying good luck Pryor and Blanchette. We've got Curtin saying good luck to everyone as well. But here we go, we've got some lovely liveries out on the field. Pryor, AMP18, actually was in the Ferrari. Felt like he was losing time in the Ferrari, so switched to the Lamborghini, which he feels he's quicker in. Novak there, MP21 in the Adweiser Porsche there, Barth in P22 as well. We've got Marsh in P23. Van Hoorn P24. Shen, who's back with us here, P25. Wasn't here for last round, raced with us last season, but he's here for this round at Spa. We've got your bad boy in P26, Mitchell there in P27, good to see him back as well. He looks like he's well enough to race now. Hankerson P28, oh, Breen's in the pits. I don't think he's pressed the drive button. Breen hasn't pressed drive. Oh no. So we'll be starting in the pits then. Ramshield 31st to round off your order, but of course that is slightly different with now Breen starting from the pit lane. What a shame there. What a shame for Breen. Here we go, we're coming up towards the end of this lap now, so we've got the drivers lining up side by side. So we should have them lining up side by side very shortly. Now it's going to be Adam starting on the front row with Doctor there with him as well. Melili on the second row with Vozdetsky in P4 on the second row too. And it was extremely close in qualifying. Adam just managed to get pole in the last lap that he had in that qualifying session, and it's a very bright grid. This lots of vibrant colours on the cars and their liveries. Here we go. We don't start over here. We start on the exit of turn 1 as we go down the straight there. The start line and the finish line are different here at Spa. The finish line will be here. The start line is on the exit of turn 1. We're saying pitch black at Spa compared to Zolder. Yeah, there's no circuit lights here. There's not many, at least. I think most of the lighting is for the grandstands and what else? Other stuff that's going on. There's not that much lighting at Spa. But who needs it when you've got headlights? And here we go, we should be green now. There we go. Adam off to a great start there. He's already going to pull away massively. Looks like Doctor was caught napping on the start, and Adam already pulling away. But it looks like he got, well, a bad exit through Rouge and Radio, and Doctor's catching back up now. He's going to be in the slipstream of the Porsche. Now the Porsche not slow on the straights by any means anymore, but he's going to have to go defensive as Adam. They're side by side coming up towards their braking zone here into the right-hander now. And is Doctor going to be able to do it around the outside? He tries for it. Vozdetsky now up into P3. Oh, there's a bit of door open between the two. Vozdetsky down the inside, bit of contact there, and that was a bit there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on. Ulrich down the inside now as well. Looks like Doctor falling back and down the order, and I think he's lost the car. No, he's in the barriers. He's turned to the pits, and it looked like there was a bit too much body going on there at the start. Quite some aggressive driving. We saw this last time at round one of the Next Level Racing Championship, but looks like Doctor definitely not happy with what happened there. I think returning to the pits wasn't the best option. He definitely could have continued with that. Definitely could have continued. But that's going to be a DNF there for him. And lost points as well. Of course, we have a drop round in this championship, but you don't want to be taking it like that. But it's Adam, then Vozdetsky in P2, Lely P3, Ulrich P4. We've got Martin and Domenico batting for position. They're going side by side up towards Blanchimont. Someone's going to have to back out here. Looks like both of the brakes. Oh, there's been contact there between the two. I'm not sure there's much that Domenico could have done. Cameron Martin did turn in there. I think Domenico was holding the inside line. Going around the outside of Blanchimont, very risky manoeuvre. Martin unfortunately paid the price of, well, he took the risk and it didn't pay off well for him there, but he's dropped down into P22 now, fighting for position with Novak. We've got quite a few cars at the back here, at the back of the grid here, battling for position now. This is your bad boy P21, Martin P22, Novak P23, Topa P24. Looks like that's Martin trying to get the move done here on your bad boy. Side by side now, coming down the straight up towards, or down towards Eau Rouge, and then up towards Radion here. Looks like Martin hasn't been able to get that move done. Oh, he's had to cut the top of Radion then. Chen into the pits now. He seems to have got some severe damage on his car, and we are side by side coming down the Kemmel Straight. Is there anywhere to go for Topa? I don't think there is, but he's going to look towards the inside. Surely not, they're not going to make that 3 wide. Looks like they are. Your bad boy backs out of it sensibly there, and Topa makes the move on your bad boy. Cameron Martin ahead is where we've got a Porsche sideways in the background. No, Novak's rejoined the circuit. No, and he's wiped out another. It's like he was out of control there. Calvo and Novak coming into contact, and they've got to wait now to get the car facing the right direction here. But chaos in this second round here. Oh my God, Novak nearly reversing into Calvo, but a bit of chaos towards the back of the field, and well, that's quite unlikely here. Don't usually see that going on, but Adam now pulling away 1.5 second gap to Vozdetsky in P2. Oh, what's happened there? Vozdetsky wide, and he's onto the gravel. I think he brushed the tyre barriers there as well, and he's going to lose the position here to Milili. Can Ulrich try and get past as well? He's got major overspeed here. They're going to be side by side coming towards Blanchimont. Now we saw this happen earlier. Surely they left each other enough room this time around, and Ulrich has made that move done, but Vozdetsky fighting back hard down the inside here, coming up towards the bus stop chicane. They're going to have to leave each other room once more. Ulrich on the inside. Vozdetsky's going to try and do it on the outside here, still side by side. I think Ulrich might just have it. There's still an overlap between the two, and Vozdetsky is going to have that inside line now, coming down towards turn 1 later on the brakes. Maybe a bit too late here. No, he's made the corner perfectly, and back up a position he goes up into P3 once again, but that's allowed the marching to close back up to these two now. He's involved in the fight. You can see Brown here with the fastest lap of the race. Where did he come from? Started P11, he's gained 5 positions off the start, and he's now got the fastest lap of the race. At 2:20 though. Track is only fast and it is very cold here at Spa. Only 11 degrees ambient and track temperature. So that it's really cold. I wouldn't expect to see amazing lap times, but 2:18 is still possible. That last lap from Adam was a 2:18, but invalid, so it doesn't count as the fastest lap of the race. Now these three still very, very close. Looks like Ulrich with a bit of a mistake there. And they're still battling hard. Shen still in the pits there for damage repairs. Not sure if that's a retirement there from him or what's happened to Shen. He's still sat in the pits, so it doesn't look like anything's going to happen with him unless... No, he's back out on track. Good to see Hammerbo's now into the pits. What's happened to Hammerbo? Doesn't look like he's got any damage on the car. Maybe fuel. Maybe he's done a Besselink. You start with your qualifying fuel for the race. Ulrich still defending Demarchi here. Losing a bit of time now to Vozdetsky though. They've dropped about 1.5 seconds, and Vozdetsky catching back up to Manili in P2. He's nearly 4 seconds back to Adam. So Adam pulling away from the rest of the pack once again. Might be a bit of an easier race for him this time around, but it's not over yet. Still very early on into this race. And Bryant now, the fitted UK Motorsport driver, currently running in P10 here with Vasala. Sorry, they just sneezed. Vasala in P11, sticking with him much later on the brakes though. Look how much time he's gained coming up towards the bus stop. Vasala's gained quite a few tenths there on Bryant in the Ferrari. Barth just in P12, who started P22. He's gained 10 positions off the start. So a great start from him. And someone said in the comments earlier, Paul Mitchell with a good start. He's side by side here, coming down towards La Source. That is with Van Hoorn. Van Hoorn trying it round the outside. They're going to be side by side here. Mitchell leaving just enough room there with Van Hoorn. And surely someone's going to have to back out of this move. They can't go side by side. Van Hoorn slightly ahead, door rubbing between the two. These two have raced with each other on console before, and looks like Van Hoorn's going to get that move done. We've got chaos in the background. Jesus, that was close, and there's contacts there. Looks like Kutcher into the barriers. Someone else was involved in that as well. I think Pryor was involved in that, and another car too. Who else was that? Kutcher just in the wall? No, Pryor was in the wall actually. So he's wow, he's dropped down to P27. He's got it going once again, or has he? Now he has, but that was... oh, he's got to be careful here. He's got to be careful. But he's got some serious damage on that Lamborghini. And looks like it was quite a few drivers that went really wide at the top of Radeon. Now, we don't have the updated SPA on ACC. But that could have been much different if we did. But they're definitely going a bit too quick through Radeon there. That would have ended no differently. That sort of reminds me of the Spa 24-hour crash. I believe it was Jack Aitken, and he's in a Lamborghini as well. But here in sim racing, no harm can be caused. Well, I say no harm can be caused. If you're on a direct drive wheel, harm can be caused. But looks like everyone seems to be okay. Milady now having to defend against Vozdetsky. And in fact, Ulrich has caught back up now that these two have been battling. Demarchi will be involved in this battle too, and Brownhill reeling them in as well. Brownhill, that last lap was a 2:19.9. What's it going to be this time? A 2:18.8 from Brownhill. So keeping up with Demarchi in front. This could be a great battle in just a few laps. We might have 5 cars in a train here. But Miladi's going to have to start thinking about defending with Vozdetsky. Very, very close here. Fastest lap now goes to Adam, a 2:17.6. The only driver lapping in the 2:17s currently. And looks like track is now optimum. And why does it say 4 AM? Oh, I'm not sure what's going on with the time there. That's quite odd. I'm certain it said 10 p.m. What has happened? What has happened? It's getting lighter very quickly now. Hold on, I'm just going to check the server settings because I'm certain. Yeah, race started about 10. Time multipliers on 30. It shouldn't be. I've just checked it. It looks like has Mitchell retired from the race? Oh, that's a shame. He's running quite well there. Oh, that is a bit of a shame. But Vrzetsky's still in the back of me. Yeah, why is the time multiplier that high? No, the time multiplier won't affect the tyres. It only affects the weather and the time of day. So the tyres are still wear at their normal speed, but I'm just going to check this, so bear with me while I do check. I could have finished in the dark again. Yeah, it could. Wait, let me just check this actually, because while the server loads, well, that's a first. I mean, it's already gone. What's the time now? It's gone to nearly 5. What on earth has happened? Oh, that's interesting. But Vrzetsky now with the fastest lap of the race. Oh, he's taking the fastest lap, 2:17.2. They seem to be reeling in Adam, or at least Vrzetsky is. And he's got the slipstream here. Looks for a move down the inside there into the braking zone, but he's not going to go for it. Slightly too far back at the moment. Can the server load, please? Here we go. Let's have a look at the time multiplier. No, it seems to be set on. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. So there's probably an error with the server, but oh well, we've got them. Different conditions now, which was a bit unexpected. But I don't think it will affect the drivers too much. The temperature should still pretty much stay fairly even. But here we go, side by side here, Vrzetsky and Malili. Looks like we are going to be side by side going through Blanchard. This seems to be quite a common side by side spot, which isn't really what you want to be doing. But Malili losing the position there, and Vrzetsky up into P2. Now he's got his chance to try and catch up to Adam here, but he can't rule out Malili yet. He's still on the back of him. I think now coming up towards turn 1, he can comfortably take the racing line. Now down towards P12. Watch this battle. Bryant, Blanchett, Marsh, Van Hoorn, who's just been overtaken there by Matheson in that bright pink Ferrari, and Lord Piroth Lee, if you're watching, he's got similar coloured wheels to you. A bit of damage there on that car as well. But this is one heck of a battle. It's hold on, when does it start? Bryant P12, Blanchett P13, Marsh P14, Matheson P15, Van Hoorn P16, Martin P17, and Topa P18. How many cars is that? Hold on. Oh, Barth is Barth in this battle as well? Well, there's too many cars, I can't keep track, but looks like that is Marsh, who's got a good run here on Blanchet. Blanchet actually had to tap on the brakes, I think, to avoid losing the rear end. And Marsh is going to have a great exit, great speed coming down the Kemmel straight. Can he get it done? He's going to be on the outside here, and it is definitely possible to go around the outside if you're later on the brakes, which looks like he might be able to do. And Matthewson down the inside. He's made it 3 wide. Oh, bit of contact. Oh, I think he locked up actually, but has he got that move done? He has. So Blanchet losing 2 positions in 1 corner, and what a move there from Matthewson. And we've got side-by-side action in the background. Topa surely not going to go for that. There we go, backs out of that move. Van Hoorn on the inside there, fending off these two, and Blanchet is now dropped to the back of this pack. In just a few corners, he can easily get that back. And running really wide out of no name there, almost hitting the barriers on the exit. Ramshield P19, Kutcher P20. Yeah, interesting. The temps have gone up slightly, so I'm not sure what has happened there with the time progression. That's really odd. We started well, it's meant to be a night race. It's not anymore, and like Per-Olav said in the comments, we could definitely end back up in the night, although I don't think we will. It's been about, I'm not sure actually. Wait, we started 10. Yeah, we started 10 PM. It's been 17 minutes and already 6 AM. No, we will end up back in the night, I think. I'll just have to wait and see, really. But let's have a look at what's going on throughout the field. Blanchet into the pits. Is that for damage repairs? I think it may be. Let's have a look. I don't see. Oh, he's got quite a bit of damage on the rear, though. That might be affecting him, but he only had to wait 3 minutes for another pit stop. Something's definitely happened there. Maybe been tagged from behind. Van Hoorn now still on this train on the back of Topa. Topa looks like he's got past. Let's go on board with Van Hoorn. He's got a slipstream here. Look at the run. We've got a bit of a slipstream train there. Topa, look at the speed that Van Hoorn's got. He's having to lift off. He's had to brake as well. But he had a great exit through Rouge, and Topa down the inside of Marsh. He's got that move done there into the braking zone. Saw him lock up ever so slightly, get the rear end out, but he's made the move. And there we go. Upper position. Yeah, coming through quad now. Gonna hit the front tyres there, just scrubbing. Bit of understeer for Van Hoorn, I think. Topa gapping these two after making that overtake. Marsh hasn't been able to catch a break here. He's now having to defend from Van Hoorn, but Topa moving up a few positions. He did start in P12, so he's lost 2 off the start, but not too bad for him. Adam currently in P1, still in P1 actually, and that gap between Adam and Vuzdetsky has opened up to 5.6 seconds. However, that last time round, Vuzdetsky was 4/10, exactly 4/10 quicker than Adam, so that gap might be coming down as the race goes on. Track temp now 15 degrees. Well, luckily we have a pit stop in this one, so the drivers can actually change their tyre pressures in their tyres. But yeah, the tyres don't wear any quicker than they would on the time multiplier being 1. It's just the weather that's affected, and the time of day, of course. But let's go back to this battle, which seems to be the biggest battle on the track. Van Hoorn has got past Marsh now. But look at this train we've got going on. There's so many cars leading this battle. Hutchinson P9, Bryant P10, Barth P11, Matheson P12, Martin P13. Topa now involved in this battle as well. Well, still in this battle. Van Hoorn catching back up to this pack as well. Marsh losing out ever so slightly now after being overtaken by Van Hoorn. Really wide there through that long right-hander coming up towards No Name now. Pit window is now open though. Back onto this battle we go, and oh, very late on the brakes there from Matheson. Let's go on board with Martin here in P13. Looks like Shen's the pits for his mandatory pit stop now. And looks like we're going side by side here, just up in front. Matheson and Barth side by side. You can see how much dirt there is on the windscreen of Martin's Ferrari. And oh, Barth onto the grass, tipping away onto the grass. Not where you want to be on entry towards Blanchimont. But he's caught up to both these two. Got much better speed with those two going side by side, but not able to make anything of it. Will he dive into the pits? Yes, he will. So wise decision there from Martin to go for an early pit stop, maybe to go for an undercut on these two while they continue to battle. Topa now closing in on them as well. It's still as it were, with Hutchinson leading this pack. Here you go. Seeing how close they get to the wall, the pit wall there. To Radio now down the Camel straight. Porsche is not really close enough to utilise that slipstream enough. He's not going to be close enough into the braking zone. Is Barth? Can he be later on the brakes? Looks like he can, but he's got to be aware of who's behind him. Topa in the Mercedes has caught right up now. In fact, these three not really losing time to Bryant in front either. The gap's 1.3 seconds to Bryant. However, Hutchinson now pulling away from this pack. It's about 2 seconds to Bryant, and Bryant's actually losing heaps of time. It's Matheson's closing right up now. Matheson's definitely closing right up. So Bryant may start to think about pitting here. We're side by side here. Barth with a bit of a poor exit. Topa's on the outside. Is he going to get the job done? No, he can't hold it around the outside there. Wasn't ahead going into the braking zone, so had to back out of that one. It was Barth's corner. Now we're about to enter sector 3 here. This is where the Mercedes is going to be very quick. Oh, Topa's disappeared. Oh, and he's reappeared. Looks like he's struggling with connection at the moment, is Topa. So that might be a bit tricky for Barth. He may just let him through. Oh yeah, serious rubber banding there going on for Topa. I think wise decision from Barth to just let him through. Maybe even pit this lap. Yeah, a bit of rubber banding there going on for Topa. And is that Barth into the pits? No, he's going to continue. Interestingly, Matheson into the pits though, and. Looking at the gap now between Malili and Ulrich, that has come down to 1.3 seconds. This battle's still not over yet. Vozdetsky not really closing up to Adam now. That last time around, Adam was 2/10 quicker. So they're chopping and changing. Yeah, they're chopping and changing lap times here. One lap, Adam will be quicker. The next lap, Vozdetsky will be quicker. So they're not really gaining or losing anything on each other at this stage in the race. But 5 seconds. Not a lot of time that can be lost in the pit stops easily. We've seen it happen already this season. But let's have a look further down the field. Who has pitted? It's got Hammerlow still in the pits, I think. Oh, he's definitely retired from the race. Looks like Brownhill has actually disconnected. A bit of a shame there. Per-Olav P16 on the back of Hankerson. These two still yet to pit. And let's have a quick read of the comments as well. I haven't had a look at them in a bit. We got yeah, they've been disconnected, Brownhill. I have no idea why. I think it might just be you, because I don't think we've had any other disconnections as far as I'm aware. I think the rest have been retirements for the race. But Per-Olav still on the back of Hankerson. So I add him into the pits quite early on, probably due to the tyre pressures. Yeah, it's definitely changed this race. 18 degrees ambient and 21 degrees track temp now. Track temp doesn't actually matter towards tyre pressures. It's only the ambient temp that matters. But it's gone from 11 to 18, so that's a 0.7 psi change. I mean, we can only apologise for what happened there to the server. First, the entry list was incorrect when we restarted that, and the time of day was incorrect as well, so I have no idea what's going on. But it's technology for you, eh? But we still got Per-Olav out on track. And quite a few drivers pitting at just before the halfway mark. I think the tyres starting to overheat, maybe. Be over pressure at least. But that leaves Vestetsky and Ulrich P1 and P2 provisionally. It looks like Demarchi just got past Milili with some heavy damage. I think he's lost the... Where has he lost the car? Oh no, looks like he may have lost the car through Puon. He's got some heavy damage on the front there. I'm going to bring up a replay of what exactly happened to Milili. So that damage looks quite nasty there on that car. Ah, I see where he's lost the car. Or do I? I don't know if I do. Hold on. I actually don't know where he's lost the car or where he's picked up that damage. Oh, nope, I do now. I've just seen it. Oh, it's a big collision. Is he going to pit this lap? Yeah. Wise decision to do so. Ulrich stays out. But here we go. Let's bring up the replay. So, it's into Eau Rouge here. Milili on the right-hand side of your screen. Going through Eau Rouge. Or Radion, whatever you want to call it. And oversteer there. Up the top. Into the wall. Bang. Huge collision. And once again, that's where he picked up the damage. He lost the car. Going through... well, he got into the grass. Into No Name. And then also... goes straight on through Puon as well, so that damage definitely hindering his performance. But the wise decision there from him to pit. Let's have a look what else is going on. Once again, now the drivers have pitted. We've got Bryant here in P17, Martin P18, and who did we have that pitted before them? It was... Who actually pitted before them? I can't remember. I think it was Matheson. Yeah, Matheson pitted before them in P15 now ahead. Well ahead. 3 seconds in front of Vesala. Now Adam obviously pitting quite early. In a bit of clean air though, so it won't really matter. And oh my god, the track temp's getting higher and higher. It's going to get lower again once we get back into... the night. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but I mean, it spices things up, I guess. Let's go down to P... Oh, what's happened to Vestetsky? Oh no, he's out of the pits now. So in P10, only 3 seconds separating Adam and Gwiazdowski here now, so it's much less than it was before. It's about 5, nearly 6 seconds before the pit stops. Now it's down to 3.9, or a bit less than that. So Gwiazdowski has closed in on Adam. And no more pit stops for these two. It's going to be half an hour of Gwiazdowski trying to catch up to Adam here. Ulrich into the pits for his mandatory stop. Now he was quite close to Malili, but obviously Malili had all that damage. And look how far back he's dropped down the field as Malili. But let's see where Dimarchi is just pitted as well. He's just going into the pits, so they're not going to be too close to each other on track. Hutchinson still yet to pit. He's going to keep it out for another few laps here. Loeffler into the pits as well. Let's go back to this battle. P13. Sorry, not P13, P14. There we go, that's better. Masala, Martin, and Bryant. I just read Pete's comments. What planet are we racing on? I don't know. Definitely not Earth. Apologies about that. I think we just lost feed for a second. We are back now. Yeah, we're back now. But looks like Bryant losing a bit of time to the two in front. Martin and Vasala side by side into towards turn 1. Vasala holding on there, but he's got a poor exit by going defensive. Now let's see, can Martin get the move done at the end of the Camel Straight? God, technology just hasn't been going our way today, has it? First the server. And then the broadcast. Oh well, there's a minor hindrance there, and Martin here with a huge overspeed here, using the slipstream. He's going to look towards the inside. Vasala on the outside. I don't think there's much Vasala can do. Oh, but lock up there from Martin. That's been a huge problem in the Ferrari that we've been seeing throughout the season. It'll just lock up so easily. Once you lock up the rears, it's game over. You're going to completely lose all control of that Ferrari. That's exactly what happened to Martin. But this has brought Bryant back into the battle. These three are quite even on pace. Bryant slightly slower than the two in front, but if they continue battling, he's going to have a good chance at closing the gap. Looking at Hankerson now in P18. And is that Purcell behind him? Yes, Purcell behind him, who started P20, gained 1 position off the start. We've still got a few drivers yet to pit, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back to P5. Hutchinson in the pits, Topo in the pits, and Marsh in the pits. So that would be everyone then to serve their mandatory pit stop. And what is the gap between Gwiazdowski and Adam? It's not showing us just yet. There we go, 3.6 seconds, so still fairly even. And what is that Porsche doing? Oh, stopped on the... Oh, it looks like they're just letting the leader through, or the lead cars through. The gap's definitely coming down between Adam and Gwiazdowski. That last lap was Gwiazdowski 0.3 quicker. So it could be really close by the time we reach the end of the race between these two. We're just going to keep an eye on the deltas. Let's go down to P12. This battle's still going on. Vasala P12, Bryant P13. And what has happened to... Oh no, Martin P11, Vasala P12 and Bryant P13, so this battle still continues. It looks like they've got some traffic in the way now. I think that might be Shen in P25, who's just up in front of them. Topper now out of the pits. Where is he? He's come out just behind. That looks to be Hutchinson and Loeffler. Loeffler ahead of Hutchinson, actually. Hutchinson's pitted, just come out behind, and look at this battle we've got going on in the background. Martin, followed by Topa, then Vesala, then one of the back markers there, Shen, but then Bryant as well. So still loads of action going on throughout this race. But let's have a look at some more comments. Lord saying technology today, yeah. Only they had ACC back in 1969, it would have been amazing. People saying John Jig having a great race, made up a lot of places. He's in P16 at the moment. Yep, your bad boy. Not his actual surname. I wish it was, but currently running in P16. Where did he start? He started in P26. He's gained 10 positions since the start. The most gained though so far by anyone has been Ramshield, currently in P17. Started in P32 and has gained 15 positions since the start. So that's going to be some good points there from him if he can finish where he is at the moment. And oh, what's happened there? Opa has disconnected. Oh no, he's back. Oh my god, what's going on here? I'm telling you, there's something spooky going on today. There's something really weird going on today. Topa's connection is doing some weird stuff. I don't think we are on planet Earth at the moment. Gap between the top two now 3 seconds. So Bezdetsky reeling in Adam here. But it looks like Topa's settled down. He's no longer being abducted by any aliens. Go back to Hutchinson, who's been trying for this move on Loeffler ever since that pit stop. Hasn't found a way past. But on board here with Hutchinson. So just looking for a move down the inside there. Bit of damage on the Ferrari in front from Loeffler. There, he's got some damage on the fuse on the rear wing. It looks like the car's still very stable at the moment. Bit of grass being caught there by Loeffler. Hutchinson now staying in the slipstream. Oh, also onto the grass. But in the slipstream, you can see how quickly he's closing in, coming up towards Bush. I'm not sure he's going to have to lift, maybe. No, he's not have to lift just yet. But now Loeffler's going to have to go defensive. He's going to pull towards the outside here, side by side here. And Martin in the background, is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. Can't capitalise on anything just yet. Topa's now involved in this battle. It's 4 cars battling here. And surely Loeffler's going to have to go defensive coming up towards turn 1. He does. Keeps the car in the middle of the track. Was it? Oh, I think it was going to be a bit of a dummy there from Hutchinson. But thinks better of it. Stays to the outside of the track to get a better exit here down towards Eau Rouge. And he's got nowhere to go. Slots back in behind Loeffler here. But where can he go? There's not really anywhere through Eau Rouge and Radion. Bit of curb being taken on. I think that was the brakes there being slammed on by Hutchinson. He's got a poor exit now down the Kemmel Straight. Martin pulling side by side. I think this might be a bit of an easy overtake from Martin. He's got the slipstream in front from Loeffler, and there we go. He's got the job done even before they reach the braking zone. Hutchinson looking for an immediate reply there, but isn't going to get that done. And there we go. Just one mistake from Hutchinson. At least he kept the car in one piece. That could have ended up with him into the wall. Pete Bibb saying, yeah, it's definitely one of those nights. Technology's not on our side today. Look how close these four are. Let's go on board with Topa. Hopefully, he doesn't get abducted by aliens again. But he's on that inside curve there for the Puan. I've been surprised there actually as well. There haven't been many commentators curse. Well, there hasn't really been a commentator's curse this season. Looks like Breen in P22, I believe, has just been overtaken there by Novak. Actually, Breen having to go defensive against Batteron here. And is he going to hold on to the position? I think Batteron's not going to be able to go for that move yet. Backs out of that. Breen started in the pits, of course. Didn't press the drive button, I think, in time. But running in P22 now. He's gained quite a few positions even after that mistake. We've still got this battle going on as well. This 4-car battle between Martin, Hutchinson, Topa and Loeffler here. Looks like there's been a change in position. No, I think Topa tried for a move going down towards turn 1 but couldn't quite get it done there. But Breen doing a good job here, holding off Batteron. Batteron looks like he has the speed here. That last lap he was 3 seconds quicker than Breen. But where can he get past? He's going to have to do it into the heavy braking zones. He's got the slipstream now, up towards Blanchimont. This could be his best opportunity yet to go for a move into the heavy braking zone coming up towards the bus stop chicane. Is he going to do it? I don't think he's close enough. He's going to have to commit to it if he will, but no, nowhere near close enough to go for a move there. So he's not going to be able to get that done. It looks like Novak has made a mistake as well going into the bus stop chicane. I think he was a bit too deep on the brakes. And Novak now struggling with the car. How close? Oh, bit of contact there. I think that was contact with Topa and Hutchinson. Maybe tagging the back of that Ferrari. We're going side by side here. Breen on the inside. Oh, broke way too early there. And that's the Ferrari of Batteron passed around the outside. And Breen down a position now. Let's go back to this battle. In fact, let's have a look at the gap between the top two. Down to 2.6 seconds now. Adam losing time lap after lap to Vozdetsky. That last time around, it was a 2:17.7 from Adam. From Vozdetsky, it was a 2:17.4. So time has been lost. Let's go back to this battle. Looks like we're side by side here. Going into turn 1, but Loeffler stays ahead. Martin stays ahead of Hutchinson as well. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Contentnow. Says keep it up, Jan. P13. Yep, Jan currently, Barth currently in P13 at the moment. I can see Topa looking for a move, but he's not going to have it done here going into this braking zone. Up towards Les Combes. But look how close he gets though. Down towards to Brussels here. Not really an overtaking opportunity unless you're already side by side, or if the driver in front leaves the door wide open, but none of these drivers falling into that trap. Through No Name down towards Hoorn now. wasted, as it were, between these four. Not really any position changes going on. The gap between the top two, 2.4 seconds now. And this is definitely the closest battle on the field. Let's go on board here with the rear view camera of Loeffler. Surely he's going to have to defend this position now against Martin. He's got the slipstream. He is close enough, it looks like. Coming up towards the bus stop chicane. Loeffler going defensive. And back over to the racing line there, but oh, later on the brakes, oh, bit of contact. What's going on here? Looks like they've all overshot the corner. And is that going to allow Topa to go past? It looks like it will. That's Martin and Topa side by side now. And I think Loeffler may be moving a bit under braking there. May have caused that, but Topa now started, well, was at the back of this pack. And is now leading this pack. So great racing going on. Bit of a mistake between the two, Loeffler and Martin there. But side by side between these two, Hutchinson and Martin. Hutchinson's got past Martin now. And is that Vesala getting past? It is. Vesala on a huge run here. I think he's got the pace to get past Hutchinson as well. He does. He's going to look towards the inside. Hutchinson's not going to go defensive. He's going to take that outside line, which he should be able to hold on here. But Vesala getting that moved on, capitalising on this mistake that these two have been making. Looking at top two now, the gap down to 2.3 seconds. And looks like that is Hutchinson slightly wide there. I don't think that would have been... let's have a look. It was track limits. In fact, this lap, Loeffler, Hutchinson have both been off the track, and Vesala now having to defend against Martin here. This is some great racing going on between, well, it was four. Topa's now pulled quite a gap to this pack behind, and likewise as Loeffler. These two have pulled away from those three, Hutchinson, Vesala and Martin. Top two, the gap between those two has come down below 2 seconds, 1.8 now. Zdetsky really closing in as the track starts to get a bit cooler. 6 PM already. Oh god. Looking further down, I think we might have a bit of a... oh, what's happened to Breen? Going quite slowly there. Breen may be involved in a bit of an incident. Oh, really wide with P1. Got some damage in that front splitter. I think he may have lost the car somewhere. As Breen. But back to this battle we have to go. Martin's got that slipstream. He's going to look for a move. Oh no! What's happened there to Martin? Oh no, there's been contact! What on earth was that from Martin? I think he just misjudged his braking zone completely. I think he tried to move out the way there. But that's heavy damage. He's not going to... oh, that's pretty much race ruined there from Martin. I wonder if that was maybe an equipment failure or something, but that was quite out of the ordinary there. He's running in such a good position. Very interesting. And I think he has returned to the pits with that one. I have no idea what happened there with Martin. Bloodpelt saying, great move from Deedee. Curtin saying, push, Deedee, push. Deedee, also known as Vesala, in P10. But he's definitely caught some damage after that. And I think Hutchinson did too, actually. Looking at P12 now, Van Hoorn and Bryant, P12 and P13. Van Hoorn now starting to think about defending from Bryant. He's got 2 yellow cars behind him. What's happened to Ramshield? Oh no, Ramshield's lost the car coming out of No Name there. No Name, it's an easy corner to lose the car, especially if you get hooked on that inside curb, or if you put the power down a bit too early. You definitely get the rear out through No Name. But back to Van Hoorn. He's got 2 yellow cars behind him, both fitted UK Motorsport drivers, Marsh and Bryant here. Pete saying, did it happen last lap? Same place, might have a problem with his brakes. I think the last lap he just locked up. Oh, the lap before, I think he just locked up. But that seemed to be quite interesting. Now looking at the top 2, they are separated by absolutely nothing here. A bit of traffic in front as well. So Adam going to try and have to navigate past. I believe that is I believe that's Novak in front, who's moved well out of the way there. So no time lost for the lead cars. In fact, I think Adam has gained slightly by using the slipstream of Novak. Gets back up to a second between these two. Let's go back with Hutchinson as well, and Loeffler, only separated by 3/10 these two. As I go through Hoorn now, Loeffler taking a wider line, bit of a narrow line there for Hutchinson. But he's going to look for the outside line. Loeffler moves back over to the racing line. No, he keeps the car in the middle of the track, so still defending against Hutchinson there. These two really close now, Adam and Vozdetsky. Extremely close. The battle of the lead, which we thought wouldn't actually happen. We thought Adam would run away with this one once again, but Vozdetsky's had the pace here at Spa. The Ferrari once again showing its strengths at Spa. The 488 was a beast at Spa as well. Both these cars seem to be quite quick. Best lap from Adam was a 2:17.4. For Vozdetsky it was a 2:17.2. So still has the fastest lap of the race. Does Vozdetsky. And going to the break center to the bus stop. Looks like Vozdetsky really closing up to the back of Adam now, and just 5 minutes left of this race to go. How long can Adam hold on for? Vozdetsky is definitely going to be putting on the pressure. That last time around, Adam 2:18.2. For Vozdetsky it was a 2:17.9, so 3/10 a lap quicker this stage of the race. Adam's gonna have to go extremely defensive, and I definitely think the tyres on Adam's car not really actually they might be okay, I'm not too sure. He is lapping low 2:18s at the moment, but Vozdetsky consistent 2:17s, and Adam having to go defensive here. They're going to be side by side going through Lecombe here. Now it looks like Vozdetsky has got the inside. Adam's going to have to hold it around the outside here. Oh, holds it around the outside. Vozdetsky backs out of the move. And going through Brussels now. Adam still staying ahead. Brzezinski losing a bit of time once again now. Adam able to pull away ever so slightly. We've still got this battle going on between Hutchinson past Loeffler. Vesala still battling with Loeffler now. Loeffler losing some time actually, dropping down the order a couple of positions. He was fending off Hutchinson, but he's now having to fend off Vesala. Both in P11 a bit further back. Bryant and Marsh just separated by 10th here, side by side. The two teammates down towards the com here, and looks like Bryant's going to have that move quite easily there into the braking zone. What else have we got going? We've got P18 and P19, Hankerson and Ramshield, both drivers from Hex as well. Let's go back to the race leader. Adam now pulling away once again, so maybe his tyres coming back to him at this stage of the race. 1.3 seconds is the gap between these two. Let's have a quick look at Vesala and Loeffler once again. Loeffler seems to be holding out okay. Marsh and Bryant still very close in track together actually, even after Bryant got that overtake done down the Kenmore Straight into Le Com. Marsh has been sticking with him, and now he's in that AMG power. He's going to try and get back past, and look how close he is here, going through Blanchimont up towards the bus stop chicane. Slightly defensive there from Bryant, turns in early to cover off the inside, and Marsh is going to go for the better exit. You can hear the traction control of that AMG kicking in, and looks like a bit of oversteer on the exit for Marsh. So any opportunity he would have had of a move going into turn one was closed off. Let's go back to the race leader. Adam still holding that 1 second gap to Brzezinski there. And then Mullally into the pits. What's happened to Mullally? Is it a drive-through penalty? It is the drive-through penalty for track limits. Mullally, I mean, started so high up. He started in the front row, I believe. No, he started third. So on the second row in P3. And he's now got a drive-through. And it's a long, long pit lane here at Spa. He's going to drop right down the order again. There we go, already losing positions. That's a real shame. That's him going down the pit lane now. You can just see there. And the race once again to the night. But this is the final lap of the race then. Adam seems to be pulling away once again to Brzezinski. I think maybe the tyres. Adam's tyres now cooling down slightly. That's helping him to pull away. However, that last lap of 2:18.6 from Adam and a 2:18.5 from Wozdecki, so it's definitely on this lap where the time has been gained. Adam there just invalidating his lap, running slightly wide on the exit of No Name. Has to be careful, he doesn't want to be picking up a drive-through penalty like Malili has. Looks like we've got a battle for P6 going on as well. It's Matheson and Topa. Topa with nowhere to go at the moment. He's going to have to focus on this exit through Rouge and Radion. Both drivers still within track limits there, so they haven't cut the top. Actually, no, Topa, yeah. No, Topa invalidating. Matheson still within track limits there. You can really cut a lot of Radion at the top without invalidating, and really late on the brakes there from Matheson. Holds on, but he's compromised his second half of Lecom here. And Topa looking left and right, trying to go for a move. Where is our race leader in the final sector? Actually coming up towards the bus stop chicane now. And, wow, what a race from Adam. Took up a pole position just in the last lap and has led the race from start to finish there. Crasher lights from him as he crosses line. P1, another race win there from Adam. Wozdecki, P2. Almost had it there, did Wozdecki. Ulrich's going to round the final corner. Much better race from him this time around as well. Looks like we've got Porsche wide in the background, but Ulrich crossing the line in P3. Then Marchi is going to go through Blanchimont now. Oh no, he's lost it! He's lost the car. He's done a pirouette there. Oh, perfect 360. But Domenico, where is he? Can he possibly gain? No, I don't think he will. It's going to be close. You can see him in the background. No, he's not going to be able to. Demarchi. Was that showboating? I don't think it was intentional. But it definitely looked quite cool. He's going to round the final corner there. And he's going to cross the line in P4. Gianmaria is going to cross the line in P5, just 4 seconds separating those two after that mistake. Matheson, oh, he's going to have to defend here, coming up towards the bus stop chicane, because Topa looking towards the inside, looks towards the outside now. Matheson, is he late on the brakes? Looks like he is, really late on the brakes there, and surely Topa is going to get, oh, and he's lost the car as Matheson. Topa gets past, and Matheson down in position. He's not spun it again. Oh no, is Hutchinson going to get past now? It's going to be a drag race towards the line, and yes, Hutchinson will get past, and Matheson has lost, oh, he's limping. Is he going to cross the line? He does. Just about, but he stopped on the start-finish straight here. He's got to return to the pits. But, no, wait, he hasn't crossed the line. He's run out of fuel. He hasn't crossed the line. He's run out of fuel as well. Someone's going to have to push him across the line. Surely. Surely someone's going to have to push him across the line. Because he hasn't finished yet, and he's losing position after position. What a shame there, but there we go. Your bad boy across the line in P13, and I don't think he's going to be pushed across the line. He's actually returned to the pits now, but we'll be back in just a moment for some interviews, so make sure to stay tuned. So it looks like we're going to have some interviews here for the end of this race. Let's bring in Barth, who we've got in. So here we go, Barth. Congrats on the result. Remind us where you finished.
P11, and I think I started for P22 or P23 because I was on race fuel. I didn't notice it. And the qualifying, so yeah.
Yeah. Also, the time multiplier. I had no idea what's been going on with the server today. It was set on 1, I think, but oh well, it made for an interesting race, anyways. But yeah, how did you find that in the Porsche?
It's a lovely car to drive. I can't even describe it because it's so. Yeah, it's a lovely car. I like it very much, and it's for me it's easier to drive than the old 991.2 car, for me at least. But yeah, and Spa always a joy to drive. That's yeah.
Yeah. And next round. Oh, what do we have next round? We have Donington Park.
Oh,
not a bad track for the Porsche then.
Yeah.
Have you driven it in the new 992?
No,
no,
I didn't. So gonna be a new track for me, and very interesting track, of course. But all British tracks are interesting for me, so yeah, looking forward to it. And thanks again for the race. Even it was a 28 hours race, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good fights, and also very entertaining on the stream. So,
yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot of action.
Yeah.
A few crashes.
Yeah, but I think that's racing, and next time we have another race, another day, and yeah, it'll be fun as always. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining, and congrats on that result.
Thank you very much. See ya.
See ya. We've got Ulrich in as well. Hello. Better result for you this time round, finishing P3 and good points for the championship.
Oh yes, it was just a moment here. I have the stream running in the background, so now I can hear properly. Yeah, much better this time. First race was a real disaster, totally wrong setup, and yeah, incident in lap 1. And again here, an incident in lap 1 with the Ferrari. From my view, I haven't watched the replay yet. It felt like he defended a bit too hard and just left me no space. So yeah, just touched him a little bit and he was in the ball. So yeah, sorry for him for that. That was, yeah, short race for him.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, but good result for you. And looking towards the next round, it is Donington Park. How do you feel about that circuit?
Oh, I quite like that track. I don't know how much it suits the Aston. It's those slow corners. It's really, yeah, not so good acceleration out of the really slow corners. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And we'll have to see. So, congrats on the result. And we hope for another podium for you next round.
Hopefully.
Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much it in terms of interviews for this round. We will be back tomorrow for the Moser Racing, round 1 of the Moser Racing GT3 Championship, which is at Suzuka. So from us, it is good night.